Lily Allen said she makes more money selling feet pics than she gets for her streams. That's crazy. But yeah, like streams is, listen, like they can add up. Like, you know, they can add up. You get enough music out there, they can add up. You know, throw them into the bucket. It can be, you know, your I don't know, your gum supply or mints for the month or something. But you know, there's some people they make decent money off streaming, but they got music out there, and then there's a strategy behind how they promote the music to get more streams and things like that. But from the sync perspective, you know, yeah, we, again, like I said, like $600 something is not bad. Internet now, they mixed all of this stuff in here, so all of the $600 from the international is not all streaming. There's some TV stuff in here, so that's why that number's a little bit higher, because there's just some regular TV stuff in there. This is not all streaming, but we ain't even paying attention to the streaming stuff. That's just a bonus, you know. We'll just play around with that money. Go, I don't know, I don't even know what much you can buy in terms of gear with that. You might be, if you catch a Black Friday sale, you might be able to snatch something up for like $19.99 or something like that. So yeah, probably a smaller issue to their fights about streaming numbers in general. They don't want that data to become public. Oh, bro, yeah, I could see, yeah, that turned into a huge issue once we were able to see like more information. Like, what? So yeah. In your experience, how much does a placement of around 20 seconds on a reality show pay on average? Ooh, on a reality, depends on the network. It depends on the network. If we're talking cable, here's one. What was this? Basketball Wives on VH1. Missing Piece. I owned 100% of that. It was a feature use though. Feature uses get paid more. That was only 16 seconds. But because it was a feature use and it was only on VH1, it wasn't a major network, it paid just under $16 just for that one use. Now, let's see if I can find a background use. Okay, here is MTV Catfish. Same deal, on 100% of the song. It was a background use for about 32 seconds. That paid $5. Now, if we shifted things from those cable networks and then went to, here's another 20-second one. What is this? The different part of the day. Well, and then I only own half of this, but that was $2, like $2 and some change for that. 22 seconds, $3. So it could be like a few bucks up to whatever. Like the highest one I've seen so far on here is like $15. But then if we went to an NBC, a CBS, a Fox, that number could shift dramatically depending on the type of use. So I had a 20-second placement on CBS football, Chicago Bears and Green Bay Packers. That one was $20 for 20 seconds. But that's kind of low, honestly. If that would have got closer to the minute mark, probably could have pushed up to close to 100 on CBS. That was CBS, right? So just depends on the network, time of day, type of use, all of that stuff. So yeah, it's so hard to create an average because it's so many different variables to everything. You're probably ready to start trying to get TV placements, but you just don't know the next step to take. So I want you to download my free Sync Producer Quick Start Guide, which is going to help you do that. It's going to give you the steps and it's going to give you resources to get you started on this journey. So just go to clintproductions.com/free guide or click the link in the description and download that free Sync Producer Quick Start Guide. Flair says Clint can get the extra guac next time from Chipotle thanks to Peacock. Exactly. Extra chicken? Nah, maybe just extra guac. We gonna stick with the extra guac Well, we need to get on TV to get the extra chicken, right? Kel Key says, if I submitted something for sync, should I not register it on ASCAP? Depends on the situation, Kel. If you're submitting it to a publisher you have a deal with, they typically register that with ASCAP on your behalf. If you're working directly with, that just reminded me, with a music supervisor, then I would recommend registering that on ASCAP yourself and making sure that stuff is in place. And I need to do that for some tracks. So good question. CZAC is invite only, right? Yes, it is. It is invite only. Gum supply, man. I'm telling you, use those streaming royalties to stock up on gum. Royalties can definitely add up. Hopefully one day we can see real-time payment instead of quarterly. That would be amazing. Can you imagine that? Like, literally every time something hits, like, you get a notification, direct deposit on a daily basis, weekly basis. That would be dope. So yeah. Feature use. Feature use is like when there's no one talking over the music. So let's say like a scene transition where, you know, it's just that music playing and you see the city. Like, that's a feature use. Or if there's like a song that just starts playing because somebody just broke up and, you know, they're just doing this montage thing and all you hear is like the song and the vocals and things like that for a while. That's like a feature use. And then if it's a featured vocal, it'll pay even more. So yeah. Thank you, G5. I appreciate y'all keeping me in the loop with the time. One last question from Darren says, if approached by a network to create a theme song for a new TV show, what type of terms of the deal would you want? So I heard a wise person say once, like, try and get 2 out of the 3. So either it's going to be a super dope opportunity and would be amazing for your career and will absolutely open up more doors and more work. That's one. Number 2, get a very nice upfront payment to produce the theme song. And then number 3 is, you know, your back end royalties for that theme song playing for however long it's on TV. Try and get like 2 out of the 3, never just 1. But if you can get 2, you're good. So if you can get a nice little upfront payment plus royalties, you're good. If you can get some dope exposure plus a nice little upfront payment, you're good. If you can get royalties and exposure, that's good. No upfront payment, I'll take it, especially if it's a theme song. If it's a theme song, though, I would absolutely want royalties no matter what. I'll do a theme song with no upfront money for the royalties, especially like, because I mean, it's a theme song. And then if that show is successful, like, you know, a lot of the shows that we grew up watching is like still playing now. Yeah, like your children's children are eating off your royalties from that joint.